The front shoulder press is a pure and simple mass builder for the shoulders. This exercise has been one of my staple exercises since I started weight training, and I simply love doing them. To get the most from this exercise, it's important that you control the weight throughout the entire movement. I will usually lower the weight until it is just at chin level and press back up. I will also keep my elbows from locking out, since this will help keep constant tension on my shoulders and triceps. The primary muscle groups for this exercise are the front deltoids, while the triceps are strong secondary muscles as well as the trapezius muscles. The seated dumbbell press is an alternative approach to the traditional seated barbell press. The same muscle groups involved are the same as the barbell press, except you are training them independently. This is a compound movement that directly hits the front deltoids as well as the sides. Secondary muscle groups are the triceps and the trapezius muscle. This exercise can be done standing or seated. Personally, I prefer them seated because it gives me better balance and I can generate more power using my legs. The side dumbbell lateral raise is a fantastic isolation exercise that directly targets the side deltoids. The front deltoids are also hit as well as the trapezius, but these are only secondary muscle groups. This exercise is all about form and technique. Heavy weight is not a requirement for this exercise to be effective, so make sure you get the form correct. The front lateral raise is a variation of the side lateral raise, which has this lifter move the weights in the front. Front dumbbell or barbell raise primarily targets the front of the shoulders, known as the anterior deltoid. This muscle is used in shoulder flexion. Front dumbbell raises also work the lateral deltoid and the serratus anterior, along with the upper and lower trapezius, clavicular part of the pectoralis major, biceps, core, and wrist extensors. The front raise primarily strengthens the shoulder muscles but also works the upper chest. It is an isolation exercise for shoulder flexion and can help you build strength and definition in the front and sides of your shoulders. In daily life, you need strong shoulders to lift objects safely. This makes the front raise helpful for building the strength needed to perform everyday activities such as placing grocery bags on the counter or putting items on a shelf at shoulder height. Stand holding a dumbbell in either hand by your side. Slightly bend your knees and lift the dumbbells laterally until they are shoulder height. Then bring them back to starting position before raising them directly in front of you. Repeat the sequence. Another option is to perform front raises by alternating your arms, lifting and lowering them one at a time. Unilateral training that involves only one side of the body at a time, has been associated with more significant strength gains. The upright row is a great movement to increase the muscular size and strength of the shoulders, specifically the anterior and the lateral heads of the deltoid. When performing this exercise, be sure to use semi-strict to strict form to make sure you are moving the load by elevating the shoulders at the top of the motion rather than using biceps or forearms to support the movement. When performing the upright row, be sure to use a narrow grip if the traps are something you are concerned about, as the wider your hands are, the less elevation you can get with the barbell and the more posterior shoulder is targeted.